Legend has it that a witch placed a curse upon the Williams family hundreds of years ago. This curse has caused the Williams men to come to a tragic end at the hands of her ghost. Ronald Williams was the latest victim of this curse, but apparently his death was not enough. Some say that the ghost has grown even more vengeful with time, and the curse is spreading over the entire town. Samuel Williams, Ronald's nephew, has come to the estate after his uncle's untimely death. According to legend, Samuel is next in line to die. After the mysterious disappearances of several townsfolk, fear of the curse has been spreading. People have begun to talk about sacrificing Ronald to appease the ghost and her curse. Do the ghost and curse really exist? Or is the myth, perhaps, hiding something even more sinister?
I'm glad to meet you. My name is Samuel. My uncle Ronald was the man who jumped out of his office window recently. This car belongs to my lawyer, Martin Clifford. He was looking into my uncle's will, but has since disappeared. You should examine his car and see if you could help find out what happened to him.
Dear Detective, one of our lawyers, Martin Clifford, is missing. He was last seen at the old Williams mansion after its owner, Ronald Williams, died in apparent suicide. He was to meet with the sole heir, Samuel Williams, to discuss the estate and inheritance. This case is most odd as there are rumors of a ghostly curse surrounding the Williams family. Please find out what you can about our missing lawyer and see if you can unravel the supposed curse that everyone has been talking about. Sincerely yours, Ron Liffley, Esquire. My old friend John asked me to look into a missing colleague named Martin Clifford. I've come to the estate of the recently deceased Ronald Williams, who died of apparent suicide by jumping out of the window from a tower within the house. His sole living relative, Samuel Williams, was to meet with Martin to discuss his inheritance. Some say that this disappearance and death are results of an age-old curse put upon the Williams family. Is it really a curse, or is there something more sinister behind everything? Now that I am at the estate, we shall find out. I met Samuel at the gate to the estate when I got here. He told me what happened and how the town is in fear of the Williams curse spreading to others. I have a feeling this curse is nothing more than a tall tale, but I swear I saw some unearthly presence on the road here. It was a girl, but I swear she looked like an apparition. Mysterious death. Ronald Williams, owner of the old Williams mansion, died in apparent suicide by jumping out of his office window. His death was not one of many questionable deaths in recent times. Some say a curse put upon the Williams family by a witch has now spread to others. Ronald's nephew and sole living heir has come to receive his inheritance, but is concerned that his uncle's death may be more than what it seems. I found Martin's car at the front gate. His suitcase was still inside it, and it looks like he got into an accident. I wonder why Samuel never noticed this or mentioned it to me. Hopefully, I find more by investigating the rest of the estate. I think all of this ghost nonsense is hiding something. I have a feeling that Thomas Gale's disappearance and Ronald's death are related in some way. I just know it. I found a note inside Martin's suitcase about a missing man named Thomas Gale. It looks like Martin may have thought the missing man was related to Ronald's death. I should keep this in mind for my investigation. His suitcase had a picture of Thomas Gale. Could he be involved in the death of Ronald Williams somehow?
You've probably heard about the town's fear of the ghost. They're saying that my family's curse is spreading to the rest of the townspeople. They say the ghost is a witch who was burned at the stake by my ancestors over 100 years ago. They say she's come back from death to seek revenge. If you need me, I'll be at the mansion.
Alberto Wolff, the touring illusionist, is famous for summoning ghosts as part of his act. That would be the perfect cover for someone involved in a missing person and a death. I should interrogate him once I find out where he is. Some man is following me and I can tell he's not a ghost. I ran into some girl I saw on the road here on the mansion's grounds. Is this the witch's ghost the town is afraid of? There is a strange glowing pattern on the ground where I saw the ghost. The spot where they found William Williams' body has a strange symbol on the wall. What does it mean? It looks like someone is trying to keep people from accessing all areas of grounds. I'll have to find a way to get that gate open, but first I should find a way to get past that guard dog. It has a weird glowing collar around its neck. Someone initially cut the street light wires. Someone was performing some type of ritual here. I wonder if it's associated with the ghost. Is the Williams family crest? This is the Williams family crest. Why is it here? There was a portrait that looked eerie like the ghost I have seen on the mansion grounds. Yesterday, I saw the witch. I know that the Williams curse is real. I've prepared for the ritual that will protect me from the ghost's thirst for vengeance, but I can't get to the powder that's inside the safe. I had the code written down, but that raven somehow grabbed it. I need to get it back. There was a note in the pocket of the dead gardener's body. There was this symbol by the gardener's body that is similar to the one I saw by the spot where Ronald died.
detective. My gardener, Arthur, is dead. I just saw him alive minutes ago. I see you found the bullet. We do not keep guns in the house. The only person who might have one would be the illusionist. I seen him use one in a magic trick.
Samuel suggested that the illusionist Wolf could have something to do with the gardener's death. He said Wolf uses a gun in his act. It's a good idea to find his gun and see if it can be traced to the weapon used to shoot that poor man. I'm a little suspicious that Samuel was so quick to put the blame on the illusionist. Could he be purposely trying to make me suspicious of Wolf?
I don't care if you're a detective. If you want to get inside, you'll have to get a slip granting permission, which is notarized by a member of our order.
I got to the old chapel in town, but a doorman stopped me from entering. He said the only way I could enter is by presenting some form of permission endorsed by a member of the order. I have to keep my eye out for something that can help me get in there.
Hello, detective. I was expecting you would come see me. Everyone in this town is scared of the ghost, and it's hurting my business. No one wants to leave their house to see my show. I'll probably have to pack up and leave this town soon. These townsfolk have plenty of superstitions in their heads that keep them from going out. If you think I would add to that by creating this ghost nonsense, you are sorely mistaken. I will kindly allow you to search my premises, but first, I'd like to ask a small favor of you. The gardener, Arthur, has stolen a bottle with some glowing powder from me. I have no idea why he would want it so badly. Would you be so kind as to fetch it back for me? If you do that, I will gladly help you with your investigation.
When I got to the illusionist Alberto Wolf, he said he was too busy to talk. He also mentioned a missing bottle of glowing powder. It must be the bottle of powder the gardener mentioned he was in the safe. I wonder why he took it. I bet Wolf would make some time to talk to me if I find it for me. While searching around the area by Wolf's Den, I came across some strange device. It's missing some parts. They must be around here somewhere. Inside the safe, there was a bottle of some strange powder that was at the spot where I saw the ghost. Whoever put this powder here probably has something to do with this ghost business as well.
Thank you, Detective. I hope after you search through my tent, you will see I have nothing to hide.
detective, what have you done? You've destroyed my machine. Now I'll have to see if it's even possible for it to be fixed. My assistant Luther was the only one who knew how to keep the machine in good repair. Since you have broken it, I hope you'd be more than happy to find him for me.
I was able to repair the illusionist machine, but when I switched on, something went wrong. It exploded and knocked me back. When I came to my senses, Wolf was understandably upset. To make up for it, he suggested to help him find his assistant Luther. While searching through the illusionist tent, I found a bullet. I now have 2 bullets. I need a microscope to compare the bullets and see if the one from the gun used in the shell is the same type of the one used to kill the gardener. There is a strange owl that seems to be following me around. I've seen it at various parts of the estate. Is it me, or does it have an artificial eye? First a ghost and now an owl keeping tabs on me. Could this investigation get any stranger? The man in the portrait looks just like Samuel. Could he be one of his ancestors? A diagram for refilling the scuba tanks. Excellent. I found a seal of the secret order. I believe Roland Williams was one of the closest of the order since I found this hidden in his home. I forged a permission slip in order to search the local chapel. I didn't enjoy doing it, but I had no choice. I had to convince the monk to help me. I feel like he is hiding something here. I should search it carefully.
Please, come in, Detective. As you know, Detective, I do not believe in the existence of ghosts and other such mystical forces. Ancient scriptures do, however, make mention of a curse that haunts the Williams clan. If you're interested, the scriptures should be around here somewhere. Shortly before Ronald passed away, he was searching for these scrolls, intending to send them on to his nephew. If you need anything else, I'll be in my office. Please, try not to bother me. I'm quite busy with my...
How strange. If this monk is to be believed, Samuel inquired about his family history before the death of his uncle. However, so far as I know, he arrived in town after his uncle died. Had he been here before or not? Samuel's looking more and more suspicious in this so-called ghost story. completed the comparison of the two bullets, and there is no doubt that both were fired from Wolf's gun. I must show him my findings and ask him a few questions. At the Williams family, there is no longer anyone in living memory who can assist the true origin of our family curse. However, this is the story as it was told to me by my father, and I shall record it in here in hopes the future generations will take heed. Do not repeat the grave mistakes of our ancestors. Woe to any man who swerves from the path of light and offers his soul to dark forces. My time of death draws near. She is nearly upon me. May the telling of her tragic tale grant me mercy from her wrath. In the year 1207, a plague ravaged this land. Sir Archibald Williams, hearing of this tragedy during a journey abroad, rushed home to his estate. He arrived too late. Edward, his firstborn son, whom he loved more than life itself, had perished moments before his arrival. Not long after, Ballard Gale, his feudal lord, demanded Archibald's immediate assistance in containing the plague before it could spread further. Archibald begged Gale for a repetitive to bury his son and mourn. Gale refused, accusing him of abandoning his duty as a knight. Enraged, Archibald escalated the argument into a fierce battle. Gale, however, was victorious, shaming him in front of the entire village. In the following days, Archibald planned his revenge, setting his eyes on Gale's most precious treasure, his beautiful daughter Gina. Within days, rumors had spread that Gale had been set conducting witchcraft in the swamp. Not only that, but she had crafted the plague that had taken so many lives. This lie was easily swallowed because the Gales had not lost any family members to the sickness. Soon after, on a stormy summer night, a mob led by Archibald stormed Gale's castle, tearing Gina from her father's arms, dragging her down the hill and into the swamp. They tied her to a willow and with their torches set her ablaze. As the flames devoured her, she screamed a curse that would forever change my family. Williams, I cursed all who carry your name, all in whom your wicked blood flows. When next you see me, you shall die, a death far more horrid than mine. In a moment, lightning struck the tree, blinding all who bore witness to her curse. When at last their sight returned, only glowing ashes remained and a smell of burnt willow. Archibald, fearing her curse, raked his hands through the ashes until he uncovered a strange glowing powder. He gathered it into a jar and hid it in the abandoned well, sealing it with 5 keys. A week later, the mysterious plague vanished as quickly as it had erupted, leaving behind 2 miserable men. Gale died shortly after, the final victim of the plague. Archibald lived on, but Gina's words haunted him until his dying day. Before he died, Archibald gave his second son Arthur a strange amulet and a long letter in which he confessed to his crime, claiming that Gina's ghost had been haunting him ever since that fateful night. Arthur took the amulet but thought his father mad in his old age, but 15 years later, Arthur Williams succumbed to the same madness after giving his son the amulet. So the curse continued, each father passing the madness to his son, never a man escaping. I, Henry Williams, direct descendant of Archibald, and next to die, and I hope the last. Today my son Reginald turned 15. Tomorrow he will find this book and the amulet on his desk. My son, do not mourn me. I humbly and willingly give myself to Gina in hopes that she may spare you and the Williams yet to come. Have mercy on us, Gina, I beg you, in this. In the chapel's record room, I uncovered a book written by Arnold's ancestor, Henry Williams. It details the legends surrounding the curse, which apparently is based on historical events concerning the Gale family. Archibald Williams accused Gina Gale being a witch and had her burned at the stake. Is Thomas Gale related to this? This town still has many secrets to solve.
appears that my gun has gone missing, much like my assistant Luther. I wouldn't be surprised if he has taken it with him. Nevertheless, I still need to have my machine repaired. Without Luther to help me, I'll need to find the operator's manual. It's my guess that Samuel has the manual. He's always had a keen interest in how the machine worked. I'd ask for it myself, but he and I are not on the best of terms. Could you ask him for it? Detective, I have found a solution amongst Luther's belongings that can make invisible ink reappear. Please take it. It may help you with your investigation.
In the crypt, I saw the horrifying ghost again. Maybe it's some kind of warning. I need to be extremely cautious exploring this place. I found a cable car that goes to Garrison's Tower, and unfortunately it is not working. I need to find a way to repair it. Maybe I can find some spare parts nearby. I have to find a way over there somehow. This ghost story is not as simple as it seems. In the swamp in the towers, the local Garrison lives a mechanic and inventor. Garrison lives a mechanic inventor. I'm at everywhere with a mechanical owl eye. I think it was him watching me. It is necessary to talk to him. Perhaps it is a very important witness. Martin Clifford. interesting. It turns out the tunnel leads into the basement of the chapel. The Williams family might have used it for centuries to quietly get in and out of the chapel. I think this code could be useful to me in the chapel's archive.
Bravo, Detective. You found my operator's manual. Now I can repair my machine and use it in my shows again. Did Samuel take it? I wonder what he would want it for. He often came to my show, but he always left after the part of my act when I summoned a ghost. He's really quite an odd man. I wouldn't be surprised if he was hiding something. Also, I've seen him talking to my assistant, Luther. I would say that you could try to talk to him, but I haven't seen him since yesterday. I wonder if those two are plotting something together.
When I returned the manual, Wolf told me Samuel was interested in his magic show, especially the ghost projector. Several times he came to his shows and even spotted Samuel speaking to Luther several times backstage. Now Luther is missing and I have a feeling he knows something. I found Luther, but not in the way I hoped. He was dead, and again, a strange symbol had been painted next to the corpse. I think Samuel was involved in this, but he's not telling anything. How does the glowing powder relate to the ghost in all of these deaths? It's not clear what caused Luther's death. There aren't any physical signs of a struggle or any marks on his body. What killed him? It's strange that even the monk left so suddenly. He even left the upper door wide open. I bet there are some clues in the bell tower. I just have to find a way up there. Why? Because someone dropped a piano on the staircase. I have to hand it to Garrison, this entrance is pretty clever. Almost everything here is automated. The mechanism is missing a part though. Martin came here for answers, I hope I can find some too. In the swamp, I found a strange building that almost looks like a fortress, complete with a drawbridge and moat. Unfortunately, the lever is missing and some rope too. I can't jump the moat, so I'll just have to fix it somehow. I've at the gates of the Gale's castle. When I was searching Martin's bag, I found an ad about the disappearance of Thomas Gale. Is he connected with all this? The gates are locked and it looks like all I'm missing is a small black bat. The monk is dead. I'm too late again. To be honest, I thought for a moment that the monk was the murderer. This killer seems to always be one step ahead of me, and he's cleaning his tracks before I can even find them. Regardless, I should search this place thoroughly. I discovered characters engraved inside the bells in the chapel tower. What do they mean? Is it a code for something? Dear friend, if you need something, my house is always at your disposal. This bone is the key to the stairs. If I'm not at home, please use it and let yourself in. Garrison. I found a metal dog bone, which is apparently the key to Garrison's tower. I found a note that indicates that he and the monk were close friends. Dear Moratier, I respectfully convey to you my treasured walking stick. There is a key hidden inside the handle which unlocks many of the doors on my property. Ronald Williams. While searching the chapel, I discovered a cane and a drawing showing that its handle unlocks the garden gate near the mansion. It seems that Ronald Williams was also a good friend of the monk whose name was Mortimer. I hope Kane will unlock the gates, but right now the handle is screwed on too tightly. I need to find a vice so I can unscrew it and remove the gate key. With Garrison dead, that's another suspect off my list, but I'm no closer to figuring out who's the killer behind this. There is no way these killings could be an accident. I'm convinced these murders, this ghost story, it's all related. I think I need to search Garrison's tower for new evidence. I think that these knights are part of the mechanism that opens the door. I don't know what's behind it, but Garrison was obviously serious about protecting whatever it is. Apparently someone broke the mechanism and hit the parts. Was it Garrison? Was he afraid someone would discover how to open the door? First, I'll have to fix the knights, then I'll solve the mystery behind them. Garrison had a pretty decent workshop here in the tower. I even found a vase that is just perfect for the cane that I found. I hope I don't break it. I have to get the handle off cleanly. I was successfully able to remove the cane handle. Hopefully this key will unlock the garden gates. Ronald claimed that this key opens most doors on his estate, but I'm not sure I believe him. I see light in the open window. I have to find something to help me get up there. Samuel has been avoiding me all day and I'm sure he's hiding something up there. I'm hoping to catch him before the killer does, but with my luck, running the way it has been today, I may not make it in time. In Garrison's laboratory, I found a bunch of equipment for developing photographs. I should check the photograph telescope in the other room to see if it has film in it. managed to find the coordinates. They were etched into the armor of one of the knights. The telescope must be related to unlocking them, but how? I was approached today by Luther, whom you may recall is the assistant to Alberta Wolf, the illusionist. He brought to my attention a strange request, a projector that could display realistic ghostly images. How strange that Wolf did not ask me himself. Luther came back today to check on my progress on the ghost projector. He seemed nervous and in a hurry, but it was not to be badgered into finishing sloppy work. Luther became angry and departed soon after. Good riddance. For days I labored, but still the ghostly projections I created were not up to my standards. I was testing a new type of light bulb when Luther brought a portrait of a stunning woman. He begged me to use it in my experiments. I am certain of it. This portrait is none other than the Dina Gale, the ghost of Gale Castle, whom the curse of the Williams is supposedly based on. This request borders on the ridiculous, and I am worried about Luther's sanity. At last, I have completed the ghost projector. I must say it is one of my finest creations. The ghosts in it produces are so lifelike that they nearly gave me a fright. The Gale Witch looks every bit as stunning as she does in her portrait. They took it. Luther and another man whom Luther referred to as Samuel took my ghost projector. They paid me well enough for it, but I should have liked to at least kept that prototype for myself. Something is amiss here. I have sent my robot owl to investigate. It's not every day that you meet a brain in a jar connected to a recorder. Edges of the owl in Garrison's diary. Obviously, this was the mechanical owl that was following me. It was not only watching me but recording me as well. Garrison was an inventing genius. According to Garrison's diary, he created some type of machine for Luther that creates realistic-looking projections of ghosts. Something else is clear. Samuel was interested in Alberta Wolf's ghost illusions as well. Wolf said he had even been talking with Luther backstage. Could this ghost machine be the reason for Ronald's death? But now Luther is dead too, so that leaves only Samuel and Wolf. In a drawer, I found one of the clock weights and a picture showing them hanging in a certain position. I think this drawing will come in handy. The ghost appeared again, appearing and disappearing just as quickly. She is clearly trying to scare me. I must be on the right track. My life is in great danger. I know who murdered Ronald Williams, and I believe he wants to kill me next. I recently caught the culprit breaking into my home, trying to steal the portrait of Gina. Although why would anyone want that frightening painting is beyond my comprehension. I must go into hiding as soon as possible. Gail. Apparently, Thomas Gale knew who the killer was and left town because of it. Why didn't he go to the police? Was he afraid he would be next? This is looking more and more suspicious.
Detective, it seems to me that your investigation isn't really getting us anywhere. As soon as the papers are finalized, I'm putting this estate up for sale. From now on, I ask that you discontinue your investigation and leave it to the local authorities to take care of.
The ghost attacked me, or so I thought. I was hit from behind on the head and lost consciousness. The ghost had nothing to do with it. I'm certain it was Samuel behind all of these events. He won't be able to scare me away that easy. I came here to uncover the truth. Detective, pardon me for leaving so suddenly, but the murderer was after me. He is not the man you think he is. I had employed Luther to install that ghost projector for my latest show. Little did I know that Samuel used it to drive his Uncle Ronald mad. I also saw you sneaking about, even breaking into the chapel. I fear you are also involved in this. I intend to reveal all this to the police chief as soon as I arrive at the station. Wolf. Albert Wolf left me a note that indicated he knew who the killer was as well. All of the evidence is converging towards Samuel, but that doesn't dismiss Wolf's suspicious disappearing act. While searching the neighborhood estate, I found a road that I think would fit on the drawbridge in the swamp. Why would someone hide it here? Perhaps the area beyond the drawbridge is hiding something important? I have to check it out. The same symbols left at the killings are engraved on buttons on the store. The killer must have been here. He used those symbols and the ghost projector to make everyone believe something supernatural was going on.
must help me.
Finally, I found Martin. It seems I arrived just in the nick of time. For once, I was a step ahead of the killer. He could be back at any moment, though. I have to hurry and help Martin.
God, you found me. I was working on settling the Williams estate, but something felt strange, especially with Ronald's nephew. I was concerned, especially since I found very few records about Ronald's living heirs. The recorded history did mention something about an ancient Williams family curse, but like you, I'm a reasonable person who doesn't believe in ghosts. I questioned whether or not Samuel had anything to do with his uncle's death. It seems I was onto something because before I knew it, I was knocked out and woke up in this prison. He must be stopped.
Obviously, Martin discovered the truth, so Samuel locked him up in here. But why? Why didn't he just kill him like he did the others? I'm so confused. Someone has been here all this time masquerading as Samuel. Why? Who is the real heir to Ronald Williams? Are they still alive? This is it. This is the ghost projector written by Garrison and taken by Samuel. It is much smaller than Wolf's device, but not much more powerful. Now I understand how the ghost appeared in so many unexpected places. The name of Samuel Williams is inscribed in the Williams family tree, but the ink is still wet. Most likely, this Samuel is an imposter and has no relation to the family tree. Imposing as an heir, he wanted to seize the family fortune and property. This case still remains unclear. Just who was Samuel Williams, and where is he now?
Detective, I'm so glad you found me. I've been locked in here for days. It was all Samuel. Not long ago, he put on his black cloak and left here in a rush. I've no doubt that he's behind everything here.
It's good that I found the real Thomas Gale too. I was afraid Samuel had killed him like he did the others. I wonder why he needed to keep Thomas and Martin alive.
The owl has monitored everything that has taken place in the manor from the very beginning. Thomas decided he would steal the inheritance and used makeup to disguise himself as Samuel. He managed to escape from the crime scene shortly before my arrival each time. This is the window that Ronald fell out from.
Garson was a brilliant inventor, and this mechanical owl is proof of his genius. It always seemed like it was following me, but I never suspected it was photographing my every step. It doesn't matter. The Williams family must pay for what they've done. It was because of them that my ancestor was killed, branded as an evil witch. I will not stop until my family's name is cleared, and the Williams are punished for causing the death of an innocent girl.